up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the
Okay, a couple of people have asked me for my makeup routine from stream the other day, so I'm going to jump into it right now. A couple things to keep in mind: I get camera ready. So this is preparing me to sit in front of 3 bright lights, a camera, you know, and just playing games and chatting for hours on end. This stream was 7 hours, so I knew the makeup had to last. I started with just like some skincare. I used a vitamin C serum. I'll link all the things. And then after that, I went in with this like eye cream, and then I went in with the Kiehl's. Damn, I never remember the Kiehl's. I'll find the name. But you know, I did that. I did my Dior, and then I did some moisturizer. I forgot to prime my face, but I did spray my makeup brush with my setting spray, which I usually do, especially when streaming. And I'm using this Il Makiage foundation, which I don't know if the color is quite right, but it does its job. It's not very full coverage. And honestly, once I blend it, I always feel like it just looks like my skin. So I guess that's a good thing. But I'm also using this Il Makiage concealer in number 13. It's called Fuck I'm Flawless. I just put that like on the inner area under my eye, and then I kind of do it directly up on the outside just to make my whole face look like it's pulling upward. And then I just blend all that out with this little Morphe, what are these? Sponge? Why am I blacked out? And then usually when I'm streaming, I like to go in with a little bit more concealer just to make it a little brighter. So this one is the Morphe Peak of Soft Tan in their, I don't know, it's one of their concealers. And then after that, I chisel my chin a little bit. I've been getting a little fluffy lately, so this really just helps me with definition of my face. So I usually do that and then blend it out. And then I just pat, pat, pat until it's all blended. And then once all that's blended out, I go in with the Morphe Bacon Set Setting Powder. I use Banana Rich, and then I do have banana that I use throughout my stream just for touch-ups. And then for this, I usually, once I get it on, I let it bake for like a couple of seconds, but I pat it in. I don't brush it away. I pat it in. I'm super oily, and something about just a really matte face makes my lighting look better, so pat that shit in. Oh, and I do also like chisel up my chin with the powder. Same places where I put the concealer is where I put the setting powder. And then once that's all blended, patted in, I don't know, then you look like a nice cute little lamb. And then after that, I go over my whole face with that MAC Skin Finish Mineralized powder in the, what color? I have Dark Deep. It's not full coverage, but it helps bring back like the color to my face and balances things out. And I kind of fix mistakes before I go in with contour. And for whatever reason, I was doing things super out of order this day, but I didn't really feel like doing like eyeshadow. So I'm honestly using the Morphe contour kit. It's the one with the dark colors. Oh, 8D and Deep Glam. I'm just using the contour color that I usually use for the rest of my face. And I'm gonna put that like in my crease. I don't even know if I end up doing a lighter color on the lid, but I just blend it in. And then when it comes to my eyeshadow, I'm honestly so experimental because some days I just don't know what I'm doing. Some days it looks cute, but when I don't want it to look like I have like a ton of makeup on, like a slightly natural, I'll just like follow the shape of my eye. It's slightly upward. And then I usually do a dark color in the crease and then usually a really light color on my eyelid. I don't think I did that today, but I'm gonna end up going over this with liner and lashes. And then from that same Morphe kit, I'm gonna chisel the F out of my jaw. I put a lot of contour around like my jawline, especially because I said I've been getting a little fluffy. We put on some winter weight, so I like to, you know, shape out my face a little bit. So I put on my jaw, put it like right under my cheeks, and then just blend it out. And then another thing I've been doing lately, like you can kind of tell naturally where you should put that contour line on your cheek. I go slightly above it, and then I just like tap a little bit with the product and then blend it out. I take it up to my forehead as well. Okay, then we're gonna move on to eyebrows. I have a million different eyebrow routines. This day I was a little lazy with brows and they came out lighter than I wanted, but I'm using the Anastasia dip brow in dark brown. They didn't come out as dark as I wanted, which usually works with this hair color, but I just feel like it made my face look a little flat. So I've ordered a darker color. I'll let y'all know what that's like. And y'all, I've been going super heavy on the blush lately. So I put some, again, slightly higher than I used to. I think I saw that on TikTok, but it's a little higher than what feels natural. And honestly, I bring that across my nose and I pile in on a bit. And then I actually did go in with a lighter color on my eyelid. See, I'm all out of place, but I'm using the Juvia's Place palette, the Warrior. I'll link that too. Love this palette. I use it for highlight sometime. It's amazing. And then I also go back in with that contour color and go along my bottom lash line. I also later on put like some highlighter in there. Do not know why I separated my eye process in a million different places, but you know, it happens. And usually I would contour my nose here, but I forgot to contour my nose until we started playing a game, and then I went back and contoured it. But because I have so much setting powder, sometimes it creates the look that I want anyway. But I do always put a little bit of highlighter, some on the tip of my nose, and then I bring up the bridge. And then I use that same highlighter to go on the inner corner of my eyes, my cheeks, right over my lip. And this one is actually the Jaclyn Hill Amped. Yeah, loose highlighter. It's a loose powder. That makes me so nervous because I spill everything, but love it. Oh, I also go around my brow bone, but look, like it's so luminous. Like granted, I go back in later and I'm gonna mattify everything, but I like a lot of highlight. And then I usually like a cat eye. I usually use a liquid eyeliner, but I'm all out eyeliner. So I use this like smudge pen that I have, and I just try to make that cat eye shape the best that I could. I would also usually go in here and put mascara on my top and bottom lashes, but I couldn't find my mascara, so I had to just go straight in with the lash. You remember when you put the adhesive on, let it dry a little bit, let it get a little tacky. It's easier to apply. I always mess up one eye though, so one of these eyes is still gonna come off midstream, but you know, these are the lashes. There's some generic Amazon lashes. I'll link them. And then after that, all I have left to do is my lips. I use this dark brown pencil by MAC and Mahogany. It's not as dark as I want. I've actually ordered a couple darker ones to see if I can go darker, but I try to avoid overlining my lips. I don't know why. For me, it doesn't look right on camera. So I just go in really heavy with the liner and then I put a gloss over it. And then for whatever reason, I remembered to contour my nose at this point. So I contour my nose. I just use that same Morphe kit. I do 2 straight lines. I do a little bit right under like the tip of my nose and then blend it all out. And then I went back and put a little bit more highlight on my nose. I put some on the inner corner of my eyes. I think I put even more on my cheeks. And then I put even more on my brow bone and just blended all of that out. And then I went in with the gloss. The one thing I have changed up in my gloss routine that I think really makes them look plump and juicy is I used to only put like gloss on the bottom and then rub my lips together. I never rub my lips together. I put a ton of gloss on the bottom lip and on the top lip separately, and they just look real plump and juicy all stream. And I'm just using a clear gloss. Usually I like the Morphe one, but I'm out of it. So I was just using this little gloss that I got from like the beauty supply store. I'll link some options because I've found some cute ones since then. And then usually I wouldn't have to do this, but I was streaming this makeup routine and had been live for an hour and a half already at this point. So I'm going in with this Beauty Bakery Flour Better Not Bitter like setting powder. It's a loose powder. I'm using a dark one. What is it? Oh, the cacao. And that I feel like just mattifies my face, but it's hard for me to blend. Like for me, it can end up looking cakey, but it does help me stay very matte throughout the stream. Also, this is my trick in real life when I don't feel like wearing makeup, but I'll put this all over my face, like not very heavy, really light with the real big fluffy brush. And I just look like matte and like I have the best skin in the world. It's a vibe. I love it. Go get it. And this was the whole look. This lasted so the stream was actually 7 hours, 53 minutes, so nearly 8. And then I spent an hour afterwards taking pictures for thumbnails for upcoming YouTube videos. And it lasted with 3 Elgato lights in my face the entire stream. I'm on an HD little webcam. I was on a HD Canon EOS camera taking pictures after. So it held up, honey. I did also go back and set my face with that Jaclyn Hill setting spray. I usually prefer like a mattifying setting spray, but I'm out. So that's all. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I was trying to make this a cute little quick reel, but here we go, 10 minutes. But thank you so much for watching. please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribe, por favor. And if you like more videos like this, like little impromptu, just, I don't know, random things, let me know in the comments. And thank you to everyone who came out to stream, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.
I do it again. Add it up, bankroll.